You know, some buildings are just brick and mortar, but the old JC Penney building in San Pedro, that was something else. For those of us who grew up here, it wasn't just a store. It was like the heart of our town. So today, I want to tell you the story of its rebirth. Let's get into it.
I mean, this place is literally woven into our memories. I swear, if I close my eyes, I can still smell the popcorn from the candy counter, hear the squeak of those old wooden floors. It was a cornerstone for generations. So when it finally closed its doors, man, it left a huge hole. Not just on the block, but in the whole community. It just left this giant question mark hanging over downtown.
And for a long time, nobody knew what would happen to it. There was this real anxiety, you know? The whole town was kind of holding its breath, just wondering if this piece of our history was going to be respected or just erased.
And that was the big fear, right? The question on everyone's mind was, what's going to happen to this place we love so much? Are they just going to flatten it into something you could find anywhere? Some soulless box with no connection to where it came from? Honestly, we were bracing for the worst. But what we got? Well, it was something else entirely. What came next was this idea they called the anti-mall. And yeah, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a full-on rejection of that boring cookie-cutter retail thing. Instead, it's a new kind of space built around people, creativity, and, actual human connection. This right here, this really captures the whole shift. On one side, you have what we were afraid of, the generic stuff. But on the other, you see what we actually got, something alive, a kinetic space made for real, face-to-face business. And it was designed for what the founders call a curated collusion, which is just a fancy way of saying it's a place where you stumble upon new things, meet new people, and have those awesome, unexpected chats that just don't happen when you're clicking add to cart. So at its heart, the San Pedro Local Market is a launchpad. It's for that modern entrepreneur, the maker who's tired of working alone in their garage and just needs that energy you can only get from real people giving real feedback. It's the place you go to see if your passion project can really fly. But here's the thing that makes this place so special. It's how it honors the past. They call it the Don Allen twist. And it's this crazy cool idea of blending the building's old 1922 soul with this totally futuristic vision. And believe me, it hits you the second you walk in the door. Because the very first thing you see is this presence. It literally stops you in your tracks. It's huge, just commanding the entire room. We're talking 16 feet tall. And it's not just how tall it is, it's also a full 30 feet wide. It's this jaw-dropping digital wall that looks like something out of a sci-fi movie just landed in the middle of this beautiful old building. They call it the Monolith, and it is so much more than just a giant TV screen. It's this living, breathing digital canvas that tells the stories of the makers. It creates this amazing bridge between the product you're holding in your hand and the soul of the person who made it. Okay, picture this. You're at a stall, checking out this beautiful, hand-stitched leather wallet. You can feel the quality, right? Then you look up, and on that massive screen, there's a short film about the artist who made it, how she learned the craft from her grandpa in their tiny workshop. All of a sudden, you don't just want the wallet. You want to be part of her story. That's the magic right there. But the Monolith is only one piece of a much bigger puzzle. The real genius is how the upstairs is connected to what's going on downstairs. The whole business is built on this really cool metaphor. The market upstairs is the playground, and it's what provides all the fuel for the engine. So let's break that down. The playground, that's the market you see, bustling, full of life, where people connect and sell their stuff. And the engine? That's the state-of-the-art video and podcasting studio they have downstairs, just waiting to capture those stories and blast them out to the world. And this shows you exactly how it all works together. It's like a flywheel. A real-world connection in the market fuels the digital story on the Monolith. Then, that creator can pop right downstairs to make professional-level content that reaches a global audience, which of course brings more people back to the market. It just keeps spinning, getting bigger and stronger. So you gotta understand, this whole place is designed to be a storytelling machine. Every handshake, every sale, every cool conversation, it's all raw material. It's fuel for that content engine that helps these small local brands grow into something huge. Look, as someone who's from here, seeing this place come back to life, it's about more than just a smart business model. It's a statement. It's our town taking its future into its own hands and building something that is 100% unapologetically ours. This quote right here really gets to the soul of it, especially that last part. This entire project, when you boil it all down, is about one thing. It's our history fueling our future. It's using the foundation of what made this town great to launch the next generation. So really, consider this an invitation.
Come on down to the San Pedro Local Market. Shake hands with the incredible local makers who are pouring their hearts into what they do. And when you're here, you'll see for yourself what all this buzz is about.
And that's the mission, right there, in 4 powerful words. It's about celebrating the amazing talent we have right in our own backyard, and then giving them a stage to take on the entire world. This is San Pedro, where local goes global.